Hey, what's going on, everybody? I just want to tell you guys that I just got done doing something that I haven't done in a super long time. I just got done fucking crying, dog. No, I'm serious. Hey, it's okay to cry. And I'm talking about like the funeral tears where I was laying on my couch with my head face down with many liquids just coming out everywhere. And I took a nice little nap after. It was fucking wonderful. It's exactly what I needed. It's okay to cry. It's cool to cry sometimes. Um, you remember that fucking Dane Cook joke from like, was it 2005 probably? Like his, was that Vicious Circle? Was that the fucking special where he talked about holding in your cries at work? That's been me the last few days. Like, I don't know what it is about me, but I've just felt like really heavy and just something has been bothering me. And it's not anything in particular. And I know people are like, oh, your fucking life is so interesting. I'm not being narcissistic. Like literally people tell me that. And, well, if it was so fucking interesting, don't you think somebody would want to be in it with me? Let me quit playing. I'll get into that. But yeah, I just got done fucking crying, dog. Like, I don't know, probably a freaking hour. It felt fucking amazing. And I have no idea where this video is going. I just want to express how I'm feeling. And, like, this is something that I've been thinking of a lot lately. And the person I am online is very similar to who I am, like, in real life. Like, I feel like the probably 10 people who are fucking watching this shit, if anybody even is watching this shit at this point, they probably clicked off and they realized I'm not talking about, like, smoking crack in 2015 or something crazy. But yeah, I'm making this video for me. And like I said, this is going to be all over the place. I have no idea how I'm even going to end this. I have no idea if this is going to be 5 minutes long or 35 minutes long. And I just want to talk about how I'm feeling because I've just reached that point in my life where I don't give a fuck anymore. Like, I'm going to let people know how I'm feeling. And this kind of stemmed from my last video where it kind of slipped out that I disclosed that I have borderline personality disorder because I was high as fuck and that was not my intention. And I should have reviewed. You know what? I shouldn't have. I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it's out there because, like I said, I'm going to let the fucking world know how I am and who I am, how I'm feeling, whatever. And I'm kind of glad that we live in a world now where it's okay to talk about, like, your mental health struggles, and especially with men. Like, I don't know, man. I'm just very happy. I'm just very, like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like I said, I have no idea where this is going. But I just want to inform anybody, if they're concerned, for people who are, like, close to me or whatever, people who know me, like, IRL. I'm okay. Seriously, I'm not just saying it. It's not a fucking front. Like I said, I'm probably more comfortable with the person I am now than I've ever been. And I'm more comfortable just talking about anything. Like, listen, guys, I fucking exposed shit about myself that I could have taken to the grave and nobody would have even known about. But I like entertaining you guys. Like, if you guys are entertained, whether it's from cringe shit that I say, which I say plenty of cringe shit, and that's the fucking point. But if somebody finds any, like, entertainment, if one person gets entertained by, like, anything that I say, whether it's funny or cringe or fucking mean or, like, shocking or whatever, I'm happy. And is that, the most mentally healthy thing ever? Probably not. But it's just a really good, like, thing to cope with because, like I said, I live a very, like, different life. Like, I'm built different, okay? Seriously, like, I don't know what it is. Like, I'm glad and I'm happy and I'm comfortable with the person I am now. But yeah, I really have no problem with, like, admitting things and exposing things about me and, like, talking about how I'm feeling because I've just reached that point where I'm just done suppressing how I'm feeling. And I spent so many years just not wanting anybody to know deep down how I was feeling. And that's just done. I'm just so done with that. Because the way I see it is, someone, if you're like friends or whatever, they're gonna find out about it eventually. And I'm just here to put this in the fucking forefront, in front of everything, and just say, hey, this is the person I am. You can accept it, or you could just not accept it. Like, it's totally fine with me either way. Because now this isn't even like you're like, oh, you got fucking rejected, you got fucking left on red, you got fucking whatever it may be. No, like, even if it was that, like, you guys think that I'm like not used to being forgotten about, or like being a second, third, fourth, or not even being in the picture, not even being a fucking option. And that's not even like in a romantic way. Like even like when I was a little fucking kid, when I thought, I wanted to be friends with like somebody I thought was cooler than me at school or whatever, or as an adult, just doing things that I needed to do to like improve my life, and just not even being considered. Like, my mind is so fucking calloused from being like forgotten about and just not even considered, that I'm just like, I don't care anymore. Like, I just move on. Like I said, like with women or whatever. Like, when I talk about horrific shit that's happened to me, like, I'm okay with it, because like even when it's happening, like, yeah, I feel sad or whatever, but I mean, I'm used to it. I'm just used to not being in the picture. I'm used to not being, important pretty much. And when somebody thinks I am important, like, it feels really fucking good. And that's really all I need. That's really all I want. And I think this whole thing started a few months ago when I decided to go back to therapy. And I hadn't gone in a few years. I first started to go, and this is when I found out I had borderline personality disorder. I knew something was wrong with me. Like, my entire life, I've just had like a fucking hole, like a void, that to this day I still can't describe it. Some people will fill it with, things, money, drugs, sex, just stuff, and you're never gonna be happy. Like, I had this tweet the other day that I don't think it concerned people, because I don't think it was like a concerning thing to say. But I was just saying how I don't really expect people to get happiness out of people anymore. Because, I mean, I like a lot of people, but I don't want, and I have love for a lot of people, but I don't want to love people, because it seems like, to me, the people who I like pour myself out to always prove to me why I shouldn't have done that. And like I said, this isn't even like a romantic thing. It's just like platonic and fucking friends, and just a lot of people. It's like all kinds of fucking people that I've come across. And yeah, like, I'll like you, but I really don't want to like prioritize somebody. Like, I don't want to make somebody the most important person in my life. Like, besides like my mother, because she's my fucking best friend, and like, okay, literally I would not be here without her, but like, I'm saying, like, if I didn't have a mother like her, like, I probably would not be where I am in my life without her. And my sister. And I know she's listening to this, and please don't be concerned. Like, I'm literally just expressing how I'm feeling. And like I said, I'm more comfortable talking about it than ever. Like, I never was really comfortable talking about this, but like I said, like, really, this started back up when I decided to go to therapy again. And I'll be honest, a lot of stuff has become fucked since I have gone back. But I'm glad I have. And it's not because of that. I actually love my fucking therapist. I think she's fucking great. But what I'm saying is it just so happens a lot of things has happened to me since then. And hey, maybe it would be worse if I decided to not do it. But I just decided that something is wrong. And when I first started going to therapy, it was in 2017. Like I said, when I decided to go, it was 2017. It was after I moved back from Minnesota with the girl I was dating, and it pretty much ended at this. And I just want to say, the reason why I don't really like speak on her is because I have no like hard feelings towards her. Seriously, like it just didn't work out. That's just like, isn't that like what most people would want? Like, obviously you don't want a fucking relationship like that to fail, and it was very like painful. Seriously, I guess, I mean, even like borderline fucking traumatic or whatever. But I'm glad it happened because, we were together and then we weren't together, and then that was it. So I hope she's doing well. I hope she's doing fucking great. I don't talk to her, but yeah, I really have no like animosity towards her, seriously. Because listen, I think the main thing of what like made the relationship not work was we were like at two different points in life, and whether it's fair or not, she did not want to wait around for me to clean up my fucking act. And as mean as that sounds, her fucking feelings are like totally justified, totally fucking valid. And I mean, within a year after this, I kind of just like grew up and decided to actually start being a functional fucking adult. And I know there's people who are like in their 40s and 50s and shit that still haven't gotten it, but I'm pretty sure at like one point they had it, and then something happened, and there's a reason why they're at the point that they're at. You never know, man. Maybe I might be back at that place. So I want to be, I just want to keep my head in the right direction, keep my head in the right place, my heart in the right place. But yeah, so I decided to go to therapy after that, and it went okay. They like prescribed me medication that I still don't take to this day because it's just not the same as experiencing the actual world and just being happy naturally. And I just want that to be my goal. Like I said, like I'm not expecting to get happiness out of people because I've never gotten happiness out of people. Like happiness is within, because there's people who their lives may look terrible and they will have a genuine fucking smile on their face and they are happy with where they're at. I want that. Like I said, there is a void that I still haven't filled, and I think there can be like a healthy way to fill that void. And what I've done in the past is with very unhealthy things. And I just want to be better. Like I just want to be a better person than I was yesterday, last week, last year, whatever. And I honestly think that I am doing those things. And I just like talking about this stuff with people. And I've never been this kind of person. Like I've always just like kept everything, like I've always held it in. I've always held a lot of shit in. And I think that I reached a boiling point where, like, I don't mean that in like I was so like angry, because I'm not an angry person. A lot of people, I will say this, a lot of people associate borderline personality disorder with being angry. First of all, you're probably thinking of women who have it, and it affects men and women differently. I'm not being sexist or anything, it's just the fucking truth. And women can also have a variation of it, I learned, where it's like, I can't remember the term for it, but it's like quiet or silent or something like that. But yeah, like, I mean, it's just different. Just, you experience the world differently. And I've always had that. I didn't know what it was, but like even when I was like a little fucking kid, I'm just like, dude, I'm fucking different. Like I don't know if this is a good or bad thing, but I like it's different. And like a lot of things were very difficult for me to just accomplish, I guess. Like nothing really has ever come easy, whether that be my own doing or not. Like I don't know, just sometimes things are more difficult than they are. And like I said, it took me a while to actually finally just like fucking grow up and like do adult shit. Because after high school, it was about 4 to 5 years of me just like fucking around and not doing anything to improve my life. And like I said, that when I moved back home from Minnesota, like I think that it didn't happen overnight. Like anything that's worthwhile, it's not linear. It's not like it just fucking improves every single day. You don't have any fucking days or weeks or months that just sets you back. Like it's literally like a fucking stock. The fucking well, not now because stocks are fucked right now. The stock market is fucked right now. But it's like stocks over time. Like Apple, like obviously it's gonna go up and down, but year in year out, it is improving. And I can honestly say that the last however many fucking years that like the person I am, I think it's improved. Like seriously, like that's the way I feel. And part of it is just being able to express how I'm feeling. And this is definitely like scared away people, like scared away women, scared away, I guess, people I want to be friends with. But like when people actually get to know me, they're just like, I had no idea that you had like that kind of mental health condition. And I think it's just part of like people not knowing. And when people, I've literally had this happen too. Like people be like, "Oh, so you think you're like different people?" No, that is multiple personality disorder. Pretty much the only way to describe it is, at least with me, the way it affects me is, I think I've always had it, and then, uh, through well, yeah, through like my relationships with people, because the main thing, like the number one symptom or whatever you want to call it, is unstable relationships, and that is the fucking like definition of me. Like seriously, like almost every relationship I've ever had, like all types have been unstable, and I don't know if that's like worsened it, but like even before that, I was like officially like told by a therapist what they thought I had. I was like, that definitely sounds like me. And the way I see it is like I've just been through so many like horrible fucking now my I wouldn't say I haven't been in that many relationships, but I've had a lot of relations, like dating or whatever the fuck you want to call it, that have probably damaged me more than like any of like my relationships, you know. So afraid. I don't know how to difficult. And I don't like to fucking commit because I don't know. I just in the end it just ends fucking horribly. And I mean, that's something that I'm dealing with now, but I don't think that's actually what has like triggered however I'm feeling. Like I don't know. I just have a lot of fucking shit that I'm dealing with now. Like I'm about to move out of my fucking house. I'm about to change job, not change jobs, but like move to a different location for a job. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot to fucking deal with. And I just want to say, if you're somebody who communicates with me just somewhat regularly, I appreciate you because I'm very quiet and I like pretty much just close off like everything from people. And it's not because like I'm selfish. I don't know, maybe I am selfish. I hate the fucking negative connotation of being selfish. Sometimes people are selfish because it's just, like I said, say they're like dealing with something like me, and that's their only way to fucking, you know, approach life or whatever. You can call me fucking say, but yeah, I just want to say I appreciate everybody that is fucking with me, and like it's just hard for me to have like a consistent schedule. Like obviously I'm a very functional, like I'll fucking say it. I'm a functional mentally ill person. Like I go to work and come home, I have my fucking responsibilities. But like once work is done, there's so many times where I'll just lay in my fucking bed and wonder why things are the way they are. And I don't know. I am crying a little bit again. I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm okay with the fucking just admit this, and I don't know, man. That's just how it is, and I don't know. A couple more things I want to touch on is just the thing about bipolarism and being fucking like borderline and shit. Like now, people interchange the two, and it depends who you ask, but they're similar to like the same fucking thing, I guess. So you guys know that fucking game Jenga? Is that how you fucking say it with like the fucking blocks and shit? That's like that's the only way I can describe it to people who don't understand. Like you stack up all these blocks and if you make one small little move, you're fucked. Like the whole thing like collapses down. That's exactly what it is. Like it can be the dumbest thing ever. It could be something that you don't even have like a bad reaction to. Like I don't know how like yeah, like I said, that's really the only way I can describe it. But I'm saying like it cannot even be like anything like super significant. Like, it can be the smallest fucking thing that just sets you off. And like with me, I don't react in like an angry way. I just react in a very like apathetic way where I already don't want to talk to anybody to begin with. And when this happens, I really don't want to talk to anybody. So the people who like message me and whatever, and the reason why I'll just like go dark, go silent for days at a time, sometimes weeks at a time. That's why. Like it's not because I don't like you. It's just I just don't want to deal with people. And that's just part of what I have to deal with. That's just part of, you know, like a lot of things with my life, it just not being easy, and I just have to work harder than other people. And I don't want people to like feel bad for me. I'm pretty sure nobody fucking does. But I'm just describing what it's like. And like I said, it's totally okay for somebody to just like not like me anymore. Because like I said, I've been rejected. I've been second, third, fourth. Not even in consideration. Not even a fucking option. So I just don't fucking care anymore. Like I'm just so, I don't want to say damaged because I'm not. Like I'm probably like the opposite. Like maybe a couple years ago, if you asked me, I would say I'm so damaged. But I'm just like to the point where I'm cool with whatever. And like I said, it's like an apathetic thing. Like I just don't really associate with people. I don't say that I love anybody. Obviously besides like my like direct family. But I'll have love for you. I'll like you, but I don't love you because it just seems to me people who love me want me to hurt. Like I said, if you're like my mother and you're my sister, I'm not talking about you. But like when I say like I love somebody, like they're my friend or whatever, there is always some point where they want me to hurt. And like I said, that might just me being like a mentally ill person, you know, speaking from that point of view. But that's just how I feel. And like I said, I don't give a fuck if you like it or not. I'm going to express how I feel. I'm just done suppressing it. And I'm just I'm comfortable with who I am, and I know what I want now. Or I don't know. I don't know if that's it or not, but like I said, like I'm just somebody where I'm just done with hiding how I feel. Like I'm going to let everybody know. It's pretty much what I'm saying. And you know, you guys can say this is a pointless ass video. If you're still listening to this, I'm at minute 25. And I don't know how much longer this is going to go on. But yeah, I'm just like expressing how I'm feeling. And I don't know if it's just like whatever my fucking stupid brain is having, whatever is wrong with it, or whatever it is, or if I'm just like depressed or whatever. But there's absolutely nothing to worry about with me. I will say that I haven't been sleeping well lately. Like, dude, my fucking boss is always wildin'. Like, she's actually really nice to me. But, like, the other day, she was just like, ooh, she's like, I never really noticed, but your eyes are pretty. And I'm just like, there's no fucking way you looked past my raccoon ass fucking black fucking eyes with like 97 bags and like said that. Like, I think she was just trying to be nice or whatever. And like I said, I just see through that shit. And on top of that, I'm just not a confident person. I've never been confident. I have like zero fucking self-esteem. And that's just part of, the multitude of problems that I have that I need to work on. I think everybody should work on themselves every single day, myself included. I'm my biggest critic, okay? Like, I literally just shit on myself all the fucking time. And there's absolutely I have no fucking like shame with that at all. Because I mean, there's some kind of like entertainment value out of, like I said, if people are entertained and it's at my expense or whatever it may be, I'm okay with that. And like I said, is that exactly the healthiest thing ever? Oh, probably not, but I like entertaining people. I like telling stories. I like telling people how I'm feeling. Obviously, that's a newfound thing. But I just like showing who I truly am, and this is like probably the 5th or 6th time of me saying this, but I'm just not afraid of it anymore, because pretty much like people will leave me for whatever reason, and I've been like abandoned. I know that sounds fucking like cringe and sounds fucking over the top, but that's really the only way to describe it. Like, I've been abandoned so many times. I'm just like, all right, like whatever. I hate this saying, it is what it is, but it is what it fucking is. And like, I've just been like left out to fucking die so many fucking times that when it happens now, I'm just, I'm like, all right, cool. Like, I'll just move on. Like, I don't go anywhere, or I don't talk to like anybody or go anywhere where I'm not wanted, because, part of like a insecurity, fucking low self-esteem, thing about me is that I pretty much automatically think like everybody fucking hates me. And, probably not wrong, because I have done things in the past to warrant that, and I'm definitely owning up to that. I'm not running from it. I fucking stand on everything that I fucking say. But I have no problem just talking about how I feel, because it's just, I've reached to a point in my life where I've just accepted. I've accepted myself. I've accepted who I am. And I'm just cool with it. And like I said, I want to like a lot of people, but I don't want to love people. And that goes for, friends, that goes for fucking, romantic relationships, relations, whatever you want to call it. Because it seems like whenever I do that, that just sets me up to get killed pretty much. And then I actually become like not being able to live with myself at that point. So I'll like you, but I won't love you. But yeah, man, like I'm just so happy that I finally just been able to accept myself and accept all my flaws, accept my fucking failures, accept, the person I am, accept the people who won't accept me. Like, hey, if you don't fucking like me anymore, that's cool. Like, you don't even need to tell me why. Because I used to be so fucking just upset. For example, with women, where they just like leave me hanging. And I'll say, I was never this dude that was like, oh, she fucking blocked me and like won't respond to my shit, so let me fucking make all these burner accounts and fucking try to talk to her. Like, there's a reason why they stopped talking to you. Yes, I appreciate it if you tell me why, because I mean that's just like the right thing to do. But now I'm just like, you know what, that's cool with me, and you know, whatever. Like, I'll just go my own way. Because I've never been a person that has been like clingy or like wanting to be around people, like with any kind of relationship, like friend, fucking, you know, dating, whatever you want to call it. Because I'm just like somebody that a lot of people just forget about. And like I said, as morbid as that sounds, I'm okay with it. Like, I kind of just accepted that, like, there's gonna be somebody like fucking like dating or whatever. Like, I don't fucking sweat it anymore, dude, because there's gotta be somebody out there for me. So I'm just not sweating it anymore because I'm just not a stressful like a person that gets stressed out easily. Because, what are you gonna fucking do? Like, you can't force anything that isn't there. And like I was saying, I'm not going to a place where I'm not wanted to begin with. Like, if you don't fucking want me, cool. I can, I can accept that. I can fucking respect your fucking boundary. And then I'm gonna fucking go my own way. I feel like that's how a lot of people should do it, but I know, especially with men, they like lose their fucking mind whenever they get fucking rejected. But with me, I'm just like, alright, cool. Like, that kind of fucking sucks, but hey, that's fucking life. And I don't even know, like I said, I don't even know where I'm going with this. Like, I just want a reason to vent and just talk about whatever's on my mind because I'm finally cool with it. And yeah, man. Like, I'm just laying on my couch right now. Like, I have my microphone just, I'm like holding it, and then I'm laying on my fucking couch and just like, the couch I just cried on, by the way. Like, it's fucking still soaked. Like, I took a fucking nap and like drooled all over the shit. But yeah, like, I don't think I really have much else to add. So, to anybody who listens to this, the beginning to end, you're a fucking true friend. I don't love you, but I like you. I'm totally serious. I'm not even joking about that. But, like, yeah, man. Like, I want to, spread love to everybody, to the entire fucking world. But the world doesn't love you. They really fucking don't. And like, it's cruel and it's cold and it's disappointing. That's why I'm alone all the time, really. Because like I said, it's just so much, it's just disappointing and it's just too much for me sometimes. Like, I just get so fucking overwhelmed and it's just so fucking hard sometimes. And like I said, like, there's fucking days where I'll just do exactly what I did today And I just thought to myself, I'm just like, hey, I got to do fucking something. Something has got to change. Okay? Like, I just got to get up, do a fucking video, and, you know, just do something. Because this is not it. Like, whatever I'm doing is not it. So, bouncing off that, I'm going to finish up in a couple minutes, guys. But this is like a fucking last important part. As much as I'm opening up about this, I'm not going to be one of these people that like cry about their lives. They're like, oh my god, my life is so terrible. I hate how everything is. Which is not true with me. And I'm trying to improve it. Like I said, I'm going to be, you know, my life is going to be changing a little bit coming up. Hopefully for the better. And we'll find out. But all I know is what I'm doing now is actually killing me. Okay? So, I'm scared of the future, but I know for a fucking motherfucking fact the present is killing me. So, there's no need to worry about me. I'm not gonna fucking slice my fucking throat. I'm not gonna seriously, like, I'm happy right now. Like I'm happy, but at the same time, like, I'm happy with who I am, but I'm not like, you know, so fucking full fucking energy, and I'm just, you know, want to fucking talk to everybody and just be like super nice. Like, I mean, I think I'm a nice person, but anyway, I just wanted to like open up and just talk about how everything is with me, and just explain that no matter who you are, whatever you're dealing with, it's okay to be open and honest about how you're feeling. And I appreciate how the world now is more accepting of people like me that are able to just express how they're feeling, but at the same time, just explaining how fucking just disappointing and fucking terrible the world is. And I'm just confident that someday, you know, the right people will be around me. That's another thing. I'm not done yet. I'm fucking sorry. I'm gonna let this drag out. I'm not into doing long ass videos, but I'm fucking venting, okay? So the last thing is, I think part of another thing that triggered it is a lot of my friends have kind of just like left me. And I don't mean like left me as in like they're just tired of my shit. I don't know. Maybe they are. Maybe they are tired of my shit. Whatever. But like, you know, they're having fucking families and fucking getting married and shit. And I'm just at that weird point in my life where, like, obviously I'm like, I think I'm a responsible adult, but my lifestyle is not, you know, the same as theirs. So we're kind of just grown apart in that sense. And that's so fucking depressing to me. That's another thing that's been eating at me. I mean, it's been like the last couple years, but it's just like the people that you were cool with, they don't even want to be cool with you anymore for, I don't want to say no reason, but like I said, their lifestyle isn't the same as yours. So I'm confident that I'll surround myself again with people who are similar to me and actually enjoy my presence. And like I said, people that I like but don't love, because I've fucking gone over that too many fucking times in this audio recording about why I don't like love people. Like, I have love for people, but whatever. So that's what's on my mind. That's really all I have to say. Again, if you listened all the way through, thank you. If you guys support me in any way, I like you. No, I love you guys. Everybody who fucking just, you know, supports me in any way, even if it's watching a video for 1 second and then telling me to go kill myself on Twitter, I love you. For real. But anyway, that's really all I have to say. And hopefully whatever I'm dealing with is gone so I can go back to my regular videos trying to make you guys laugh. But this was very important to me, and yeah, that's really all I have to say. I'll see you guys.